doing a 13B to a CD009. But boom! That's it. Fisch Racing CD009 to 13B bell housing. This car is leaving this garage this week, and I don't care how I do it, it's leaving this garage and is going to RPM so that we can start the motor swap on this car. I have the transmission, I have this stuff, I just need to get out the transmission from down there. And today we're going to be installing Fisch Racing's Rotary to C09 bell housing on the CD009. So we're cutting up my transmission, my CD009. You're probably asking yourself, have I done this before? Absolutely not. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kruddykarl, and I make videos here, and I make them with decent content, so you should probably hit that subscribe button. I want to give a massive thank you to Fisch Racing over in Canada. I can't remember exactly where they're from, but they're a company based in Canada, and what they do is they create these absolutely sick bell housings so that you can complete transmission swaps or even the motor swaps with a different transmission like me, how I'm running the CD009. If it's not already obvious, I'm swapping in a REW 13B into Samantha, and for that to work, we would need a bell housing or an adapter plate. But I found this company, Fisch Racing, and I reached out to them, and I'm now working with them, and the great thing about it is they created a complete bell housing swap kit for pretty much any motor. In our case, or in my case, I'm doing a 13B to a CD009, but they have tons of different swaps, JZs, RBs, anything that you can think of, they have a swap kit for you. And the great thing about it is it comes with a flywheel, a super duper high quality bell housing, and then everything else that you're gonna need, bolts to mount it to the motor, gaskets, spacers, everything that you're gonna need. You know, I mean, it's crazy they even send you instructions. Most companies don't even do that, and they have instruction videos on their Instagram, and that's actually the name of the company right there. And the great thing about it is they don't only just do swap kits, they also have a slew of stuff when it comes to drifting, and I'll definitely be running one of their hydros in my car as soon as we finish the swap on this car. So thank you so much, Fisch Racing. I really appreciate it. And let's get so for starters, the first thing that I'm gonna have to do is we're gonna clean off this, whatever these nasties are. We're gonna clean this off, and then we're actually gonna cut the bell housing on this line. If I remember correctly, yeah, it's this line, so we're gonna cut it here. I'm gonna pull off this hose. Honestly, I could probably just leave this hose here, but I know I'm gonna replace the hose anyway, so we'll just pull that off. And then we're actually gonna cap this off, and what we're gonna do is I'll pull this off as well, and then I'm gonna make a line all the way around, and we're gonna get the cutoff wheel, and then we're just gonna cut all the way around. Now, this is more of a measure twice, cut once type of deal, so we're gonna cut, and we're gonna be careful, I guess for lack of better words, careful on the cut, test fit it, and then, you know, keep going from there and just trim up whatever we need to. And then we're also gonna need to trim this up as well, and so we'll clean all of that once we cut that, and then we'll go from there. So I'll show you guys step by step. So the first thing is getting all this external stuff off, marking this, and then cutting. Another great thing about it is it comes with a pilot bushing, and so that'll go into the back of the motor, and then the input shaft will go in it, like kind of like how it is on my finger right now. This is a cutoff guide that will actually slip on to here, and we'll slide it on. It'll probably come out to about there, and then we'll actually just cut it right there. And yeah, so let's get to it. I'm procrastinating. Also comes with a new gasket. I'm procrastinating because, you know, if I mess this up, there's no going back. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this off. It has to be on the second rib on the shifter side of the transmission. Okay, so I got it all lined and marked off, and I also have to cut this off as well, but I'm just gonna focus on this cut first, and then we'll do that. So now, it's really just, it's time to cut. So I'm gonna get the cutoff wheel, and we're just gonna see what happens. Okay, we've got a solid hole in there, but I need to go buy some new blades because my blades are pretty dull, actually. So I'm gonna buy new blades and we'll get back to it. Okay, and we're back. And you're probably saying to yourself, damn, Carl, what have you been doing? It's been a week and I've been busy with school and finals, but we're back. And I really wanna get this done. I just wanna get this done, cut up, and everything sorted, get the bell housing on so that this car will be good. I actually just ordered an ACT clutch, more wiring stuff, ACT clutch, a shift knob for this transmission. And I don't know if I actually said it in the video, but I think with this bell housing, it'll be a lot easier to fit it under the car because it is a slightly smaller bell housing than what the CD009 is. And I know with the CD009, you have to do a lot of hammering, a lot of molding it just to get it to fit in there. So I think it'll be a lot easier. So I'm super excited about that. And the powder coat for my motor just came in, and I'll throw that in this video or it might be in the next video, but it just came in, so I'm super excited about that. And got the iconic lacrosse helmet because I haven't spent $5 on safety glasses, so this helmet's gonna be carrying us through today again. Just have a little bit more to go right there, and then we'll be done cutting it off and we'll knock it off. All right, so everything has been cut off. Everything's been cut off. Just got to go around, clean up some of these edges as well. Take this off, and then we will be able to throw on the new gasket. So new gasket maker, and then we'll be able to see it all back on there. And then next we're going to use this cut guide so that we can cut the input shaft to the correct length. And then we'll go ahead and give it a nice chamfer, and then that'll be done. Then we'll be able to pull all this off, and then we'll be able to slap on the bell housing. So we're gonna cut this, and yeah. I think that looks good enough. And if we need to make adjustments, that's something that we can do. But that fits in there properly. So that's good. And so that'll go right into the back of the motor. And yeah. All right, so now that we got the cover off, we won't actually be needing that anymore because this becomes the new cover. But it comes with 2 spacers, and the way you know that if you need these spacers is you're basically just gonna try and slip it on there. If you slip it on and it slips on right around the bearing, then that's the one you use, and that's pretty much it. But if you try and slip them on and they don't fit, then you don't actually need them because you have a newer series. So if we go ahead and try and slip this blue one on, it does not fit, right? So we take that one, put it aside, take this one, and try and slip it on, and that one doesn't slip on. So that means we don't actually need either of these spacers, and that means we can actually just take that and slide it right on there. And that's pretty much it, and it comes with a new gasket, so you throw the gasket on there, and I mean, that's pretty much it. And so yeah, we'll do that, and then I will finish all this up. Next, we're gonna install this input shaft seal, just like this. And we're gonna put it right here into the bell housing, and it'll go in just like that. You want to make sure that it's not flipped the other way because it does have this groove that slips here. So yeah, it's pretty easy. So yeah, you just insert that. And then after you do that, you have your new gasket. And before you install your new gasket, one thing to point out is all around here you have your bolt holes, cool, but you'll notice down here these 4 have RTV or gasket maker, and that is because down here they are exposed to oil. So you want to make sure that you put some RTV around this one, this one, this one, and that one. And you'll notice that the 4 that actually go down there are different colors. So you have that one, that one, that one, and that one, and the rest are just like black. So I'll go ahead, I'll throw some RTV around all these, I'll get that bearing in there, and then we'll put it on. Boom! That's it. Fisch Racing CD009 to 13B bell housing has officially been completed, and as you can see, it's cut, it's installed, all the bolts are bolted up, and we are good to go. Everything's already been cut. We're actually going to take this and just stick this right here, so I don't lose this, because this is very important. This will go with this can sit with this, and then we have flywheel bolts. We have mounting bolts from the trans to the actual motor, and that's it, some stickers. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna make sure I box this stuff up and keep it together. Not that, but fun fact, if anyone ever needs a tough spot, this is a thumb wrench, so yeah. But yeah, so I don't need these spacers, but I'm just gonna keep them just in case. And other than that, that is pretty much it. I'm gonna clean up. I still need to get that old transmission from under the car, so I'm gonna take care of that so that I can actually lower this car, put it on the ground, and know that everything is done. I don't have to do anything else. And that's pretty much it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I thank you guys for being so patient with the absence of videos and stuff like that. But I am back on the grind, and we will be getting this car towed to the shop. Not this week, but the week coming up after Christmas, or before Christmas, so it'll be up there. And we can start working on it with the guys. So if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And also, huge shout out to Fisch Racing. Thank you guys so much again for their support. And that doesn't mean this is the last. We'll definitely be doing some more with them in the future. So can't wait for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you later.